place for tourists. Believe me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. I mean, yeah, they'll rob you blind, but at least they let you live. They're bad news. But compared to disciples, positive angels. Sure. So, being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all? Have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
How are things going?
I'm doing pretty good. In fact, things have been going so well, I'm kind of worried for when my luck turns.
How are you? You lost?
I know I sound like a commercial right now, but I've been to other stores and they have the best deals in the entire galaxy.
That's the truth.
It's not just the prices on individual items. Their bundles are hot.
Hey there.
While we're here, you better stay off the Aurora. You don't want that drug scrambling your brains.
Move along.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club. So come on in, enjoy some unique company, and toss back one of our exclusive Velocity cocktails.
ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still cheaper than buying it at the Astra Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this stuff or not?
Fine, fine. I'll transfer the credits and you can leave it in the usual place.
Hey,
I wasn't
I'm
doing
busy.
anything.
You want the good stuff? Try somewhere else.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl. I think so. I've never been on one before, but I'm a quick learner and I'm trained for combat. I hear the space lanes are getting more dangerous every day. It might be nice to have a tough chick around, right? Damn.
Love your fit. It may not work for some, but you wear it. Aurora, it's a mood. You feel? I'm a free spirit, yo. I want, but if there's two places, Aurora's my mistress. Diosdado's my dad's name, and I used to go by Trey, but even back on think so? But the corpse can put up a... When I was a kid, my parents... But even then, it got so bad. When I finally could afford... Zona.
This song's got me so zoned. I love her music so much. You a fan? I vibe with that bird heart. Got a track in my head right now. I just need some more. Yeah, which is why I can't stand, but I can't listen. A fan? Like, I've been following her career since her club op in that. I can probably, don't get me wrong, there's nothing. In fact, it's the way but Boreal, when she hits... So you get it, Borealis' mud, and when it Lady, there's no way in hell I'm giving. This slate brings me closer to her. Why would I part? Really? Yeah, I do want what's best for her. Well, if Borealis... As much as I hate to admit... Okay, the next time I stop by...
You good?
Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
Velocity.
What are you looking at? This?
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Striker. Now the disciples got...
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else? We were one of the big dogs. We could... And Briggs?
I mean, the strikers will rob you blind, and if you back... But the disciples? Psh. And the only people that... So you stroll in here and want to meet with... Maybe you should meet with the...
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to...
Fine, fine already. Oh, nothing. Joining us now. Then beat it.
What's up?
New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Oh, well. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Europe, on Earth. Specifically the region known as France. A long and proud history, no? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already.
I can personally vouch for my colleague here and make sure that she behaves.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? Of course, of course. Made of fresh meat. I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble. You got a look of neon on you. I can tell. But don't let the other rats hear you complain about your lot in life. Likely you'll get a bitter shiv in the belly for that. Precious few manage to escape. Either you're lucky as hell, or there's something special about you. You do things to survive in the gutter. Every now and then, but most of what you do to survive. Looks like you've already done the hard part. You're free. It gives an old gal hope. In time,
Excuse me.
Any vacancies on your crew? Okay, maybe.
Can I get you something? On my home planet, we have beautiful... Now, science will tell you that this is from... I think it's a da. That is the S. Unfortunately, let's just say I was owed a substance. À tout à l'heure.
What? What are you looking at? This is striker turf. See you later.
You don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
Do you think I can get Borealis's autograph?
Love the pace.
Hey there.
I really need to stop hanging out in Upside.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked.
Take it easy.
I'm so out of my mind right now.
You looking to get zoned? Oh, it's not an act. If you're looking to score some Aurora, we can talk later. But for now, since you're clearly the rook that Delgado sent, let's talk business. Save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. And I'm getting tired of I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he
The few times I've dealt with Benjamin Bayou in the past have been rather unpleasant, to say the least.
Benjamin Bayou, Neon's esteemed mayor, or administrator, or whatever the hell you want to call him. He's also the greediest bastard you'll ever meet. Got his fingers in everyone's business, and the muscle to back it up. The only reason I'm allowed to operate on Neon is because I pay well to keep my involvement off his radar. The last thing I need right now is an amateur like you getting me kicked off world. All right, I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. Beneath your feet, it's the lowest level of Neon. Generdyne and Xenofresh are down there, along with some of the... I'm talking about Generdyne's main... All their cushy offices might be up. Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne. Hey, don't look at me. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. Everything in the Crimson Fleet is accomplished through a as in, I'm not going to give you the information to get your precious data unless you take this virus and upload it like I asked. That's because you're planning it for... Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in... Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. Let's just say that information can be... But don't worry, I promised Delgado that when it came to the conduction grid... Yep, nepotism has its advantages. Word on the street is that the Generdyne gig is the only one Benjamin could get for his younger brother. It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place. The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate. Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention. Only Ket. Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. You're not the only one. The only reason they haven't folded is... Okay, now. Ooh, not even close. It's good old Benny Bayou. That son of a bitch has a finger in every single pie in this. How the hell do you think Brayson Bayou got the job down there? Nepotism gets him the job. They obviously invent, frankly. Businesswoman, tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants. Pretty laid-back club over in Ebside. Owner's name is Micah. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Said she modeled it after opium dens on old Earth. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course, but rumor says it's way less than... Don't let Komiko push you around. She isn't as tough as she seems.
This place is like my second home.
You didn't see anything. Catch my drift?
Hey.
Try a velocity yet? It'll change your life.
Pull up a chair and have a drink. Au revoir.
What a city, am I right?
Yeah.
Strikers are upstairs, so we better be on our best behavior.
you know.
Monitor their bank accounts for suspicious.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
I think I need a break.
If you don't see what you
How about
need,
hitting up
feel
the
free
rooftops?
to ask.
Watching lightning hit the sky.
Welcome to Sig.
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
The question should we carry a what? An artifact? Well, like I said, I've spent years, so take your time. Thank you for... I have a lot of over... This is a You'd think that, right? Unfortunately... Anyway, I don't want to... So why don't you... Absolutely!
Some people are into stargazing, but lightning's pretty much all we got.
My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. You won't find it. You won't find a better...
If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your hands.
Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me... You either walk... So... Now that's what I'm talking about. Always happy to... And here I thought you were just... Yes. If you, find anything else?
Future tomorrow. Submit your application. Nearest campus.
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
If I flipped a coin of life and it came out heads instead of tails.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase. End query.
If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. Good. Then just... If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. See that? And if I were you, that's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of... I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the... If you've got the credits... I knew a guy a few years ago. One day the payment stopped, so I tracked him down. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to... Took me a few months to scrounge up the part. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting. I was a ground pound. They pulled me out. I know you'll be surprised. That means I spend... The net result is... You do that. I appreciate the offer. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all. Warlord's one of the disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it. Oh, a few years back, he and his buddies have been. Warlord still. It feels like it's home. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Gazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, I didn't get her either. Not at first. But then I realized she wasn't a miner. She was a gold digger. How did I know? Because all she ever wanted was mine. Get it? Yeah, you get it, Styx. You're laughing under that thing. I can tell.
I'm sorry. I did not understand. I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid for paint. Frank Rennick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. Goodbye.
Styx, how's this month look?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows revenue has decreased 13.7%.
Yeah, so business sucks. Tell me something I don't know, Styx.
Affirmative. The word nurdle refers to a blot of toothpaste placed on the bristles of a toothbrush.
No, Styx, I didn't mean to literally tell me. Yeah, forget it. Good talk. You ever get nightmares, Styx? About the war?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I get what you're saying. You just want to forget, but one's got nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
No one understands you, stupid piece of tin.
Dialing in your weapon for maximum efficiency. Smart.
You know, Styx.
Hey there, friend. Need something? Duels Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs.
Feel like making a purchase today? Welcome to New... Oh, I don't have a problem. That man has... He skips merchant. Watch your back out there. Welcome to Newell's. Well, normally I wouldn't go. That man has... He skips merchant. By standing up to the law, I refuse to be... Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sigurd makes validates Neon Security's corruption. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense. If you'll forgive the... Sure, have a look. Of course. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they...
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony. I knew you'd understand. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us? If anyone else had suggested that, I'd say no. But hearing it from you, I know in my heart that it's the right thing to do. I'll send her an invite and we'll see if she shows. Anyone else? Or will the three of us with Aja presiding be enough? Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you... All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja, asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
So come on in to the Grands and find out.
Hey, if you got a problem with me, just say it.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today.
I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Here at Enhance, we offer a full range of cosmetic and biological services. For just a few quick hours.
If we want to find a place to stay while we're here, I've heard that the Hotel Voli is top-notch.
You
I
look
just
great
never
already.
thought I'd have the credits
but
to be
everyone
here.
can use a
I don't
face
want to
change
screw it
once in a
up.
while.
You all really don't know how much I've wanted to do this.
Welcome to Enhance. If you're tired of seeing that same old face in the mirror every morning and you're looking for something different, our state-of-the-art machinery uses it for a small, one-time fee.
I thought I did, but with Enhance's options, it's serious choice overload.
Fantastic.
me, you know? This one
Please
thing
let
to
me
screw
know if
up
there's
options
anything
for
else I can
ship or
do to
computer.
enhance your day.
On myself.
Hey, whatever you choose is going to be fine. And we're all going to love it because you're still you.
Thanks. You all are the best.
We know.
Hi there. Here for a new look today? You'll thank yourself. You have yourself an amazing day, okay?
Back, eh? How's it going?
I want to change my look a bit. Be honest. What I
Glad to hear what I've...
Oh, well, you've come
It's
to the
really
right place.
good talking to you.
And let's see. Well, if you want my recommendation, maybe...
Look at you. Beautiful, unique, original, bored. Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see another version of you? Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at Enhance, we offer a full range of cosmetic and biological services.
You didn't hear this from me. But there's some clips of
Galbank's stock continues to take a pounding, and senior executive Larry Dombrowski was found guilty.
While we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago. See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, well, like I said, it's shut. Look, I'm sorry if I'm afraid that... I don't care if I'm allowed to. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division. You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most of their work through pure jealousy. Look, I'm running out of options. No, I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou. What do you think I should do? It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson... I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayou's killed people for doing... Hey, look, if there's anything else you need... Genodyne was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. That was Genodyne's first and last. The span above the city is outfitted. When a lightning discharges, the energy is then trapped. At this point, the energy is... That's an excellent question. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary... Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for... as long as it doesn't get me into... She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, she might be a bit tough on all of us, but being... I've only been working here... Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think. Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't... Oh, is this really what we're doing? Maybe. I hope I... Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay? Sure. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Sorry, I can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere.
The way things are looking at
many
Genodyne,
facilities abandoned after
might be
the
time to
Colony War.
polish up my resume.
Pirates use them as forward operating bases, all over the settled system.
Haven't met our CEO, Mr. Harada? Me either. He's never around.
Running a bypass? Be careful.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. It's nice to have visit. It was great speaking with you.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Are you supposed to be here?
Never could get the hang of hacking. I prefer a more direct approach myself.
All right, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Genodyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit when all I have is your brother, the idiot, as my chief technician?
I'd choose your next words very carefully, Miss Komiko. Raise the utility costs to your clients, cut some staff, I don't care how you do it. I want Genodyne's profits soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about Brayson like that again, well, I'm sure you can imagine the consequences.
think I got them... What do you call them? Horns? Yeah, I got corns.
Clover over at Kelp Corp. She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone. Something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
Credits work for you. Broke box office records with its release. The latest Interceptor movie also set records in production costs.
Quit staring.
Welcome to Galvin, the settled system. Premier financial institution. Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Gal banking. ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Where your credits work.
Secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Brew. Enjoy a cup right now.
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong end of a bounty.
Not sure how much longer I can survive doing this lousy job.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee for fish?
We should stick to the main plaza, unless you like getting soaked by the rain.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third Chimera, you're floating on frickin' Cloud 9. I don't know about you, but that's where I'd rather be.
Of course, of course.
Yeah,
If you desire access to the otherwise,
learn to mix
you'll...
a drink like that anyway.
Well, let's face it, some people are just...
No problem. If you need any... I see. I understand. Sure. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her? Yeah, sure. You debt collectors are low. Now get out of my club before...
No, really? I'd like to see you try.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, I just... Well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her. If you want to talk to her, you could... Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you. And I'm not changing my mind about that. Excellent. Please let us know if any... Enjoy your stay.
Looks like you need to relax.
Love the vibe of this place.
Anything I can get to help you relax? Hello there. I'll be happy to... Can I get you anything? Of course. No purchases. We also offer an... Everything we serve... Please, let me know if you'd like any Aurora.
Yeah. What do you want? Way anyone sober would say something like that. The Crimson Fleet, huh? This is interesting. So tell me, what does Delgado need with my Pastor Generdyne? So, let me get this. You want me to sneak you into Generdyne so you can steal the only profitable piece of technology the company's come up with in decades. If you expect me to take a risk like that, then it's going to cost you some major credits. Do you have any idea what Benjamin Bayou would do to me? If I'm going to let you into Generdyne, I need a backup plan. Namely, money to... Yes, you do. Short of taking it off my dead body, which would never happen thanks to my Syoga buddies here. You don't pay, you don't get the pass. How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it. What is this? A job interview? I'm the COO of the company, second to the top. So when you ask me what I do for Generdyne, the salary helps, of course, but... Keeps him off the Freestar Club. They might actually step. If you haven't figured, try and get in his way. If you had to work with Grayson Bayou, the man is still... The worst part? It's like having a cut. I suppose if I don't explain, a copy of that a few years back. The previous CEO of Instead, Bayou muscled his way into the company and gave me an alt. I had no choice. If that meant seduce... Micah is the only person... She doesn't want money. Doesn't use me for influence or as a... And when this stupid bullshit is over... I just know this is gonna come back to bite me on the ass. I just know it.
Back off. You try anything, you're dead.
Okay. Hello. If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, let me know.
Excuse me, I don't suppose you're looking for a robotics expert, are you? I have a vested interest in getting out of Neon. I have a good deal of experience with machines, especially robots. I'm also an expert in the manufacture of certain chemical substances. But I guarantee I'll figure out whatever job you give me, even if I've never done it before. I've got a good head on my shoulders. You're a real lifesaver, but there's just one thing to discuss before I sign on. I'm conducting some independent research in the space lanes. I won't let it interfere with my duties, but I refuse to give it up while I'm working on your crew. Is that going to be a problem? Good to know I'll be traveling with a fellow intellectual. Scientific curiosity looks good on you, hon. Oh, and don't bother draining your pockets for my salary. Whew, that is... I owe you a favor. Don't think...
Epside is ours. The Strikers. They're a bunch of babies, afraid of a little blood. You like art? Then you should see the tag job on the robot in the... Only when I have a knife in my hand. Are you in a gang? Yeah. I mean... Euphoric is home for... And by people, like... Now, I haven't killed him. I dressed up as toy. He's lucky, that's all. I thought it was pretty clever. If I tried. So, I took a cannon. Now, every time that... We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. Lost some good disciples. Yeah, I do. And I'll make... And what makes you think...
we hit him? You think he scares me? And who the hell are you? So I suggest you tell. Fine by me, punk. You're mine!
What the hell? I'm being attacked!
Epside is ours. The strikers are a bunch of babies, afraid of a little blood. You like art? Too bad. I dressed up as... He's lucky, that's all. Yeah, I do. And what makes you think? Yeah, maybe. Fighting that old man is... Except that's why we... You must be real, so I suggest you tell them. Fine by me, punk.
Don't let him die for nothing!
Show me what an example out of you!
You have anything valuable?
This one's down! Got you in my...
Epside is ours. Strikers are a bunch of babies, afraid of a little blood. You like art? Then you should see the tag. I dressed up as... He's lucky, that's all. Yeah, I do. And what makes you think? And the old Cyclops gun. True. Don't... Yeah, it's hard to... All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Get lost, off-worlder.
Nothing beats getting zoned in the members' lounge.
Taking a long trip on one of those Trident.
What I don't sell, ends up in trawl.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with your
Our exclusive members lounge. So what do you say? Are you ready to feel euphoric?
That's not yours. Leave it be.
With 10% of the down payment, Gal Bank could loan us.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon.
This Aurora stuff, it's blowing my mind.
I just need them, maybe.
I'm a little stoned right now. So, let's take it slow, okay? Hey there, what's up? A fan, really. Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter if it's my things or my time. and I pay it too often. Sometimes, but that doesn't keep the aurora flowing. But sounds like it all worked out and the inspiration's like a wave. That's what this lake... Sounds safe.
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your
I went to
banking
chef school.
undergoes enhanced training above the scum and vice.
I don't like them.
Looking to blow a hole in something? Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you sent... Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint... Oh, and... You know, Styx? This city gets worse by the day. Vandals, thieves...
I'm sorry.
Down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
Can I get you anything? Hello. We're actually... I'm afraid so. Perhaps... Yes, yes.
Careful screwing with the security around here. These idiots aren't quite as honest as the Free Star Rangers. be a lot of valuable tech disappearing from Genodyne to justify all the scrutiny of their own employees.
Was that?
Hey there. Glad. Take your time.
Someone got in here. All right, thanks for the heads up.
Failure. laboratory result, Project GRD-092A, Technician Shibata reporting. I am reporting on the progress of Chief Technician Beiyu's project, the multi-terabyte nutriment preparation node. We've discovered by that directly connecting the power conducts into the conduction grid matrix, we can avoid signal loss. This should increase our output significantly and reduce the result by the factor of at least 10. Our goal, as per the chief technician, is to have my burrito ready the moment after I shut the door on the device. And though we've come close, we are still falling short by 3 seconds. We shall continue to investigate.
you're mine! Teach him a lesson.
That's the third accident this year. It's ridiculous. I should file a complaint before someone
Technician Shibata, currently posted to Genodyne's R&D laboratory. Personal notation. I'd like to go on record about my feelings about Chief Technician Bayu. Though most of my fellow employees feel that he's underqualified and incompetent, I feel that they are underestimating him. I've spoken to Brayson at length, and I find him actually to be a kind and endearing person. I think that living in the shadow of his brother, Administrator Benjamin Bayu, has given him a bad name, and that's a shame. From what I can gather, he was placed in his current position against his own better judgment and asked to do the impossible. It's an unfortunate situation, but I will endeavor to get the rest of the technicians in the department to be more supportive.
Honestly, he's not what I expected. Yeah, he's pretty laid back. I think he gets a bum rap because of his big brother. I actually feel bad for the guy. Find you, you're in trouble. You must think you're real clever.
My search pattern is complete. I found all hostiles in the area.
What are you talking about?
Please, don't shoot. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. There's no need for all this violence. When you accessed the computer in the power core, it sent a notification to me here. I knew you were coming, I just didn't know when. No? Okay. I'm not trying... At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. Look, I'm giving you... You know, I've spent... Everything always works out for him. And all the while, He laughs at me behind my back. That wouldn't do any good. For every scheme he's got... You know what? The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A18. That should give you access. I'm getting out of here while I still can. Because he's a two-faced... That's not like I should be... I mean, he's 11 years older than I. That's an understatement. I never knew my actual mother. She was my father's mistress. Ben's mother, she didn't give a crap about me. And then there's Dad. Yeah, I've tried. It's as though she was... I wouldn't be at all so... Yeah. Look, I appreciate what you're trying. That's why I gave you the encryption cipher. As usual, at first he made me deputy administrator. That went well, until I wouldn't cooperate with Owen Dexler and all of his thugs at Neon Security. Then he had me work with Valentina over at Xenofresh, helping with Aurora distribution, until she pinned a credit skimming scam. And now, here I am. Chief. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, I don't have the background. Ben stuck me down. All I need is... Holy crap. I mean, it would take some time. All this time I've been trying to develop something new and it's been staring... Thank you for giving me that. Feels good to be in control for a change. Stop! Please! Don't shoot. If you want the encrypt... Stop! If you want the... when you access... I knew you were coming. No, I'm not. At this point, I do... Look, you know, everything always... One advantage to being perceived. When I walk into a party, I'm instantly the resident's social parole. I can't tell you the number of times I've overheard. Yeah. You know what? The passcode for my... I'm getting out of here, one. Because he's a two... That's not like it. I mean... That's an understatement. I never knew my... Ben's mother. And then there's... Yeah, maybe. Look, I appreciate... That's why I gave... As usual, at first, then he... And now... On a scale of 1 to... I don't have the back... Ben stuck me down. All I need is... Easy for you to say. Besides... Oh well, I'll think... On a scale of 1 to... I don't have the back... Ben stuck me down. All I need is... Holy crap. I mean, all this time... Thank you for... Do me a favor and don't tell my brother we talked. He, wouldn't like it.
Devin and Estes has run into some trouble. Word to the wise? You don't want a piece of that.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Okadipo.
My insomnia's just gotten so bad. Maybe if I try...
Yeah, I know this place, Steve.
if you need something. All right, let's go. Lot on your mind? Have something for me? Take care of yourself.
Of course it does. But instead of
Let's do this.
Try some trawl? Welcome to Xeno Fresh. I'm sorry, if you wish. Yeah, we're currently.
Oh, this is absolutely hopeless.
In the meantime, Xeno Fresh. Next time, pick up a few extra tubes of trawl.
It'll work itself out.
I'd be making a fortune if you know.
Welcome to Calvin, the Settled Systems premier financial institution.
There you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems. Oh, I will. With or without your help. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted. And I'm a businessman, which means I know when to walk away from a deal. You want to know why? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts, how to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business. It may seem that way, but for every rival I've had thrown into the ocean, I've made 2 times as many legitimate deals. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
You make my skin crawl, Bayou.
You don't have to worry about that in the least. You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your hands dirty. My dear friend, you couldn't possibly offer me enough money to offset the embarrassment that this has caused. I'm afraid you'll just have to reveal your source. Really? That's the story. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. I'd say you have about...
You'd have someone killed to pin the crime on us. Oh, you're a wretched excuse for a human being, Bayou.
So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the Key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards. You might want to move along. I believe Neon Security...
You some kind of an acrobat.
Tevin Anastas has run into some trouble.
Now is the time to
Word to the wise, you don't want Be careful if you run into those.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premiere.
Velocities that I have.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked.
What can I get you today? We'll see you again soon, yes?
Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift at Xeno. Makes you forget how bad you stink.
Astro Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place?
Howdy.
What a city, am I right?
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astro Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? The man is priceless. Well, I was hoping we'd celebrate your return with some drinks and a pile of Aurora. I was about to start partying early when Boone Morgan tipped me off that Bayou was on his way down with some Neon Security goons. I'm pretty sure I missed him by less than a minute. Left a ton of good stuff behind, damn it. So I've heard. Throwing yourself under the bus like that. Ouch. You are one crazy son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead in the water at this point. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back. Well, a business partner of mine named Nyx was the author of the virus. Don't know if you know him or not. Then there's the folks I paid to keep an eye on Ayumi Komiko, a few of the guards at Generdyne. Like I said, it was a huge job. Honestly, I shouldn't be revealing my sources because that puts you on their radar as well. But hey, you asked. That's exactly what I had in mind. I guess you aren't such a rook after all. How much are you willing to part with? Wow, that's way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous.
I had no idea either, but we do appreciate everything you've done, Estelle.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me. Completely ruined? Nah. I was hoping it would stay on Generdyne's mainframe for the long term, but hey, at least it's already fed me a huge amount of data. Nix really knows what he's doing, though he charged me about 6 months' worth of earnings. With any luck, I'll be able to recoup my costs in no time. I hear things are heating up back at the Key, so I might fire up my bird and head over to check things out. Rumor has it that Delgado has some solid info on the Crix's legacy story he's been hawking for the last few years. If there's even a chance that it's true, I want to be there when Shinya Voss starts splitting the loot, if you catch my meaning. Now, how did I know you? Honestly, doesn't matter if I believe that Crix's legacy. If the man thinks that chasing I'm not gonna jump off. Put in a good word to Delgado for me, will ya?
Pilot, this is Jiro Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes.
Have any new books for me?
What can I do for you? If you'd like, hun. I've been researching decommissioned technology from the Colony War. Specifically, the mechanized combat units manned by the Freestar Militia's 1st Cavalry. I'd appreciate if you kept your mouth shut about that. I already got into hop. Mechs were outlawed at the end of the colony. Researching and I believe mech banning Thanks, hun. Glad to know you're on my side. Of course. Ryujin Industries is one of the largest corporations in the galaxy. They have subsidiaries in every industry, from beverages to high-performance weapons. The real showstopper in their product lineup is proprietary, though. A piece of wearable tech called a neuroamp. Supposedly they improve brain function. They're all the rage in Neon, but personally I don't buy it. The human mind is too complex to be effectively altered by an external machine. The marketing execs at Ryujin would be disappointed to hear that. If they had it their way, everyone in the settled systems would be wearing it. Ryujin Industries, but they're at least that's what I was employed at, but it wasn't the only reason I stayed is when Ryujin, they didn't stick though. When I got out, some thugs. Poor decision making on my part. I made the mistake of trusting. In all likelihood, they wouldn't want it getting out. That's the spirit. You can count on me. Aurora. I'm a regular user. I find the psychedelic effects to be a good stimulant for the creative process. My manager's at Ryujin. No, not particularly. I see Aurora as a tool, not a lifestyle. See you soon. What's up?
Greetings, Captain.
Welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually when I come... takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in orbit.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route. Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on... Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why. But thank you for crediting my account.
We try to stay out of the guest way, but we are always here if needed.
Scan any promising leads?
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
No, Major. Hope you're staying safe out there.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not... Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any That matches our experience. Since you've already tried to hail them, you may. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
I hope you're having a good day.
Achieving orbit now. Docking cycle complete.
I have something for you when you have a moment. As we were landing, I picked up a message from Aja. She said to meet us at the park before we go to the ceremony. I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me this is exactly what you want. I just melt when I hear you say things like that to me. I love you, and I'm forever thankful to have someone as amazing as you in my life. Now come on, Aja is waiting for us. But first, we should probably say something to my mother. If you want help, I'm here. I do? You must have read my mind. Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
I agree with the captain. Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed. But we must be ready for it. Now, eyes and ears sharp.
So, you be careful, okay?
You're human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am, for security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
So, here we are. Let's talk. We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly. A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, I do know that we can't afford to... The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that... difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to think that while there has... But with this stumbling block in our... Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you? We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them. We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
Our people's safety is my #1 priority.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. You're human. It's just that we weren't.
Imagine being.
Perhaps.
Of course. This is the And this is Doc.
A pleasure to meet you.
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with... I see. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey. Communications haven't been... Perhaps you'd be willing to act... Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of... Though, it would seem that... Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did. Of course, we know that now. Human or not, we were still unable to communicate our intentions. As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am, for security purposes.
I do not believe we have
Just
need to
because
fear
our
guests,
equipment's
but I'll allow
old
it
doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
So, here we are. Let's talk. No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. I think I'm coming. Because of that, I think some people are a bit frazzled. While we hope we can work, I do know that we can't. The ship was built to sustain. Well, but since you are,
I still can't get over how we're.
we suspect that our. In all honesty, we even attempted. If anything, it may have.
Hey.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf. Yes, of course. But we need to start from a... If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such. But initially, I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet. Let me know how they respond. Now, it makes little sense to...
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to... I hope you understand. It pays to take security.
Keep ignoring us.
All right, Yue.
Just stay out of trouble.
what's out there. Wow. Hi.
There's so much more to learn about now.
Not sure. Well, he must have farmed, right? Maybe even plant stuff in the ground like we read about.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on
I've spent my entire life in the Constant.
I'd rather not. I have to admit, I kind of like it.
Just stay out of trouble.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
It's like out there beyond our little community.
Did you hear? Someone finally made contact. I think we're getting out of this.
I heard. We live in exciting times. I think you're right. Should we go say something?
Yeah. Wait, no.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't.
Recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing. I picked up something you might be interested in. As we were landing, before we go. Ah, I love you. Now come on. But first, important or not, I'm ready to listen. Fishing for a hand. It was nice talking to you again.
Something I can help you with? Ah, yes. Let's get... Under normal circumstances, we would... As such... So. Great. Not too long ago... So far, doesn't... I see. Well, if you're speaking on their behalf, I'll refer you right along to the chairman of the Paradiso Group's board, Oliver Campbell. All formal decisions will go through him, not me. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for.
Jetpack damaged or something?
Yes?
Looks like a lot.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? Most of them are typical, I swear. Anyway. Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like
I'm
we are.
sorry.
That's
Should
not
I know
who
you?
We are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Belom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. Hello? I didn't realize Kiwi was letting people in here.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might... Ah, we're being direct then. Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do?
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? We could even lend our engineers to help and give their
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's someone else would.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite. No, much better to assimilate them in. And that's within your right. But so, as we operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, posh. And we'd rather not draw attention to it, as I've mentioned. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a... Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the But this may save the resort on operating costs. I'm not suggesting anything. It's not our responsibility. We're being more than generous by a custom grav drive. That leaves the only... And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend that claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the said. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're... I have no idea, because... But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
Don't even think for one moment that this would be acceptable behavior. You can't just blow up their ship. That's insane.
Guess we're tabling it for now. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build...
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
I just feel that we should
If it's
be
not
focusing
important, bring
on the
it up with
natural
Katie.
beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
I am. But given this circum... You like that? We're being... Bonza! That means we... Now, tell me, what?
They could stay here.
We could even lend...
Sounds costly. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a... We own this planet. Imagine the landscape. No. Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. We operate outside it, and we'd rather not... It's not our responsibility. We're being more a custom grid. That leaves the only other... I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make out... Oh, I didn't say that's... Of course, there's no... But this may say that... And which proposal... They'd be hard-pressed to defend. We may be outside. I'm sorry, but you're... Guess we're tabling it for now.
I've been working on a new marketing slogan. Don't just imagine
Come on, mate.
paradise.
Loads more interesting
Live
things to
it.
do. And you've made your
Paradiso.
decision. Good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over it? He's the best in the business. We'll coordinate our...
I know this was a difficult decision, but if it's any compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them...
Right. On behalf of the...
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are...